Okay, this is going to be a radical YouTube video that I'm going to do right now, because it's about releasing the bitch within, releasing the inner bitch. Now, you might be sitting there going, whoa, David Essel has really gone off the deep end here. He's talking about the bitch within and how it's positive to have this bitch within. And it is. And while this may be going a little north of center for us here on YouTube, I think it's an incredibly important topic and one that I've worked with. And I'm going to aim a lot of this at women today. One that I've had an opportunity, a blessed opportunity to work with many women over the last 20 years to help them get in touch with and access that inner side of themselves that they want to disown. And when they do, everything suffers. They suffer, the world suffers, and more. Let me explain. Hi, I'm David Essel. Okay, so when you think about that bitch within, you think about that person that is not kind, that attacks, right? Like that is rude, that has no class when it comes to saying what's on her mind, no matter where she is. Now, I'm not talking about that type of bitch. I'm talking about the type of bitch inside many women that gets put in a prison, that gets put in a closet, locked down, not to be released, because if they were to stand up for themselves and be strong and be assertive and to be even lovingly demanding, that they would be considered a bitch. And that's okay. When we shelve that bitch side of ourselves, that assertive side, the side that says, I'm sorry, this is not acceptable anymore. This behavior from you, this tone in your voice, the way you treat me, the way you treat the kids, the way maybe you treat the coworkers, whatever it is, taking big risks here. Maybe it's talking to your parents and saying, you know what, finally, I'll tell you what, Mom, Dad, love you to death, but stay out of my marriage. Stay out of my decisions in regards to my career. If I ask you, great, give me your opinion. But if I don't, that's okay. Hey sis, hey bro, stay out. Hey best friend, stay out. These are the things that when we talk about releasing the bitch within, we're talking about releasing the honesty within, the self-love within, the boundaries within, in order that a woman stands in her power and becomes the best that she can be. When a woman releases the bitch within, which is all these things we're talking about, her sense of self increases, her inner power increases, her outer power increases. And listen to this, one of the coolest things I can tell you is this, is that oftentimes releasing the bitch within has nothing to do with the outside world. I'm going to repeat that. This is crucial. Releasing the bitch within often has nothing to do with the outside world. And let me give you an analogy to what I mean by that. My brother-in-law, Bobby, is like a 12th degree black belt, you know, and he has so much incredible power through his karate and so much knowledge that he never has to use it. Like, I know when, if he's out, and if there is some kind of trouble starting, people energetically pick up that this guy, there's something about him, I don't want to mess with him. Have you ever noticed that about a lot of guys in martial arts? Now, I'm not talking about the martial art guys that are out there looking for fights, but like, you just sense something about a guy. And Bobby has so much inner power because of all the work that he did over the years to become 12th degree black belt, or whatever it is, some kind of huge number, right? So he doesn't have to use it. To me, he has it, he doesn't have to use it. It's the same thing with a woman and the inner bitch. Is that when you access it through writing, and I'll briefly tell you how, when you access it through writing, people sense a shift in you and they don't even mess with you. And I mean this sincerely. You don't have to use it in public. You don't have to use it very often with your family or with your lover or with your friends. It's like once you've accessed it and you own it, there's an energy that comes from within you that demands respect. Now, every once in a while, you may have to use it. And let me give you an example. Over the years, I've worked with a lot of women in marriages where that they were submissive in nature. And I'm not saying that the essence of submissiveness is wrong, but I'm saying when you're submissive in nature where that you are being emotionally taken advantage of or physically taken advantage of, that's not cool. So they come in and we do this writing, and they do writing exercises to find that inner bitch and then to release it in writing, right? By being honest with their husband, let's say, being honest. And all of a sudden, through the writing exercises, where normally the husband would say like, okay, he'll say 2 or 3 times, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, is that the woman stands up and says, you know, it's Sunday afternoon, and if you want to go to visit my mom, you can, but I'm going. And he looked at her and said, what did you say? I just told you we were going over to play golf. And she said, no. As a matter of fact, not today. You know, I've been delaying seeing my mom. I'm going to see my mom. And if you want to come, great. If not, I'm leaving. I'll be gone in 10 minutes. And like the guy's head spinning, because for 25 years, he called the shots. Through her work, she got this amazing amount of confidence. So much so that she just plainly stated it. Do you know, from that moment on, he never questioned her. He questioned her the first time, like, who do you think you are telling me that we're going to go to your mother's when I just said we're going to golf? There was that discussion that afternoon. She stood strong. How did she stand strong? Because she accessed through writing and the exercises we did in her sessions, that inner bitch that said, I'm going to make these decisions. I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm standing in my own personal power. If you want to go along, great. If you don't, you don't have to. Now, I've worked with other clients. I'm just going to stay with the women right now, who have had to come out and be really strong, like 2 or 3 or 4 times, stating their power, stating their strength, before their mother, their father, their lover, their sister, their brother, like goes, holy crap, you're serious this time. You know, it's like you've said this thing over the last 20 years, but you've never really backed it up. And now the woman who has that access of that personal power, that what she used to consider the dark side, the bitchy side of herself, she's come to terms with it. She's made friends with it. Listen to this, through writing. And just by accessing it a couple times in the real world, people shift. I want to help you. If you're a woman, or if you know a woman that really is too soft, too submissive, too wishy-washy, sets a boundary, lets it fall, sets a boundary, lets it fall, wants to please everyone, is an awesome people pleaser, which means that she's killing herself inside, have them contact me at talkdavid.com. We have exercises that are so profound, it'll blow your mind in a short period of time, how you can access that inner side of your power and rarely even use it. That's the coolest thing in the world. You don't ever have to use it sometimes. And if you do, it's short-lived. People gather that you really know what you're doing here. talkdavid.com. Share this video with every woman you know. I want to bring that level of power up to such a degree that they don't put themselves down anymore and allow anyone else to as well. Don't forget to sign up at YouTube right here, Super Slowdown account, so that you can get every video we do, okay? Walk forward with power and strength. I'm David Essel. Have a great day.